latest tweet from Trump. If Iran does anything that stops the flow of oil within the Strait of Hormuz, they will be hit by the United States of America 20 times harder than they have been hit thus far. Additionally, we will have to take out easily destroyable targets. We will take out easily destroyable targets that will make it virtually impossible for Iran to ever be built back as a nation again. Death, fire, and fury will rain upon them, but I hope and pray that it does not happen. This is a gift from the United States of America to China and all of those nations that heavily use the Hormuz Strait. Hopefully, it is a gesture that will be greatly appreciated. You need to be thankful that I am going to kill people. It's a gift to China that I'm going to blow your shit up. What is this? Trump's war in Iran is less popular in its first few days than the wars in Iraq, Afghanistan, and Korea, and smaller and less popular military operations like Kosovo and Libya. Also remarkable that like the Persian Gulf War was at 82%. My God, like Grenada. Like I was saying, the Covenant wanting to glass everything. They really are. I'm the prophet of truth. I just got off the phone with the prophet of truth, and he was telling me about these rings he made, and I said, oh, you should call those halos. They look like a little halo, you know, and we love Jesus, don't we, Mr. Prophet of Truth? And he said that they are made to cleanse the universe of all organic life, to make room for the true odors of the United States is now at war with John Halo. Oh my God, dude, I am so sick of the fucking propaganda around this, especially when it's the Duchess, the fucking debutante, Lindsey Graham. Move to Tel Aviv. Look at this.
Up to our allies, step up, get our air bases out of Spain. They're not reliable. Move all those airplanes to a country that would let us use them when we're threatened by a regime like Iran. To our friends in Spain, man, you've lost your way. I don't want to do business with you anymore. I want our air bases out of Spain into a country that will let us use them. To our Arab friends, I've tried to help you construct a new Mideast. You need to up your game here. I can't go to South Carolina and say we're fighting and you won't publicly fight. What you're doing behind the scenes, that has to stop. The double dealing of the Arab world when it comes to this stuff needs to end.
Bro, he's literally saying that he's a foreign asset. He is literally describing treason, going to Israel this much, talking to Netanyahu about how he can like move Donald Trump against Iran, and then like trying to coerce other nations into fighting Israel's war. Quick question, what has South Carolina got to do with the Middle East? Great question. South Carolina, they call it the Oman of the East Coast. Beautiful place, full of oil, just like Oman. He's so giddy for blood, he is.
I go back to South Carolina, I'm asking them to send their sons and daughters over to the Mideast.
Wait, what?
The double dealing of the Arab world when it comes to this stuff needs to end. I go back to South Carolina, I'm asking them to send their sons and daughters over to the Mideast. What I want you to do in the Mideast to our friends in Saudi Arabia and other places.
I'm going to South Carolina and ask them to send their sons and daughters to fight for Israel. Hey, South Carolina Andes, don't die for Israel. Okay.
Forward and say, this is my fight too. I join America. I'm publicly involved in bringing this regime down. If you don't, you're making a great mistake and you're going to cut off the ability to have a better relationship with the United States. I say this as a friend.
Strap this motherfucker to a JDAM and send him on his way, man. Tell him there's mint juleps in Tehran. All right, send him there. Lindsey said he wants to move our stuff to Israel.
Spain, Macron, and Great Britain, they either wake up. This is their tipping point moment too. Just like the Middle East, Saudi Arabia, you decide now. UAE, decide now. Qatar, decide now. Because I'm a little sick and tired of you know the constant threading of needles. They wanted the Iranians stopped as much as the Israelis did.
Absolutely.
Truth be told.
God bless Israel. Right. We should move all our stuff to Israel. Thank you.
Fine, move there, bitch. This is what I see every time Lindsey Graham is on screen.
Well.
Nah, not for me. Not for me. For me, it's this.
38, 41. Oh, heavens to Betsy.
Gideon!
Well, Stanford, my arch nemesis. We seem to have entered a dangerous game of cat and mouse. But the question remains, who is the cat and who is the...
Goose, broom.
Oh, no, not the broom!
Yeah, that's who I see. I see the little Gideon. Is that Lindsey Graham? Yes. Yes, it is.
Senator Graham, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Go fuck yourself. God damn it, dude. God damn it. Why is the government playing Crusader Kings? Because they are all drunkards. That's why. They're all drunkards, and they're all incredibly insecure. Here, let's take a look.
Oil prices soaring. West Texas crude now hovering around $100 a barrel. You can see this chart over time. The last time it was this high was when Russia invaded Ukraine, and that height was at June of 2022. But I want you to look at the very end of this chart, an almost vertical increase over the last 2 weeks, an incredibly quick rise over a very short period of time. It could get even higher, experts say, by the end of March, maybe even $150 a barrel. Travel through the Strait of Hormuz does not start flowing again. That flow of oil through that critical waterway has effectively ground to a halt.
Even if it just plateaued and stayed steady at like $120 a barrel, prices for oil would keep going up. Prices for gas would just keep increasing.
The president shrugged off the rise in oil prices, calling it a very small price to pay for USA and world safety and peace. CNN's Matt Egan is with us now. In these prices we've seen overnight,
who's going to stop them from charging more?
Sharp increase, more than 10% in one day, Matt.
Nobody.
That's pretty staggering.
Yeah, it is absolutely staggering. Look, oil prices are going through the roof. And you know, oil is a notoriously boom to bust market. But even by those standards, this is just a historic spike. Look at this. Oil prices 9 months ago, all the way on the left side of your screen. That was the last.
It's unprecedented. This is why no president has done what Donald Trump is doing. This is why.
CNN's business editor-at-large, Richard Quest, is live in London. Good to have you, Richard. We are looking at these prices as attacks continue to unfold on infrastructure across the region where I am. Question is, how bad could this get at this point?
According to one trader, the sky's the limit. For one simple reason. Look, we came back from 120 down to these levels because of that G7 meeting which is taking place. But the factor that's really moving this market, firstly, that there is very little oil moving through the Strait of Hormuz, virtually none at all. So the supply is almost...
This guy's voice always throws me.
Non-existent, or the increasing supply is non-existent. And the second factor, the damage that is being done to infrastructure, both in Iran and elsewhere, when you see, for example, as you saw in Bahrain, with the depots being blown up.
Yeah, almost as if annexing Venezuela was a critical first step in doing this. I do think Trump isn't lying when he says it's temporary. It's just going to take more time before Venezuelan extraction has a chance to ramp up. And when that happens, America is going to quickly stop caring about Iran. This is why I despise this approach and narrative. I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know if I agree with going to be temporary or that America's going to stop like giving a fuck about Iran, because it's not necessarily just that America wants to like remove itself from this adversary in the region, right? It's also our appendage wants to take that land. Right, we want to control all of the lanes, we want to control all the resources, we want all of it. It's just naked imperialism. Iran's a distraction from Venezuela? No. It's about resources and materialism more broadly? Yeah. And also Greenland, Canada, Mexico. Shit, we got Argentina in our back pocket. It's like we've been, posturing against Brazil because of Lula. I think Venezuela has more to do with like Western hemisphere control than even about its own resources.